One.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP, and I have with me now, joining us is the first vice chair of the GOP Republican Party 9th Congressional District. Rebecca Yardley is with me now. Rebecca, how are you?
I'm great, Brian. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. And let me say something that I know we share. This is something I'm going to catch you off guard. Not going to just stay with me. I'm going to catch you off guard, but this is something I know you and I share ever since the first time I met you several years ago. We both really like making sure that we just get all the information we can for voters to make their decision. Agree?
That is a very true statement, yes.
I mean, that is one thing, and I want to say this. This is, again, Rebecca Yardley, first vice chair of the GOP 9th Congressional District. We are a little partial here at FetcherNews.com to this district. We know there's been debates down in Gwinnett and Columbus and across the state, but this one we're a little partial to. We think this one's going to be the best for some reason. Rebecca, this is Saturday night. You will have all the candidates together. Tell us a little bit about the format, candidates going to be there, and how this debate's going to work Saturday night.
Sure. So we're very excited to be hosting this 9th District gubernatorial debate in Flowery Branch on Saturday. It's going to be the first debate where all 7 qualified candidates for governor will actually be presented. So you'll be able to listen to Casey Cagle, Hunter Hill, Clay Tippins, Brian Kemp, Michael Williams, Mark Urbach, and Eddie Hayes. We have some amazing sponsors who have come alongside of us to help make sure that this event is a success. The event will start at 5:30. Unfortunately, it is a sold-out event. There are worse problems you can have, and we'll have 700 people who will be in attendance for this event. However, if you can't make it to the event and didn't secure tickets, we want to encourage you to watch on Fetcher News, where they will be live streaming it, or you can watch on www.whiteco.tv. And that website is a high school website out of White County. It's a national broadcast journalism class from the high school that's going to be broadcasting it through ESC Networks, and we're very pleased to have them partner with us and come alongside.
Well, Rebecca,
as far as format...
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's another thing. I didn't mean to interrupt you on the format, but that's another thing we just really share here at FetcherNews.com, and I know you well enough. I watched the Facebook post. Is, you know, we want to support the young people coming out and being a part of the process. And the White County Media Department there, which we're going to give the website again. Yeah, we'd love for you to watch it on FetcherNews.com. And we know a lot of our viewers in South Georgia and all over the state that follow us throughout the week will watch it there. But we want to support these young people coming out and bringing it to you live. So this event will be live, and we'll have all the ways you can watch it Saturday night. Go ahead with the format. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're just fine. So format is really simple. The candidates will get to do a 2-minute opening introduction about themselves. And then our moderator for the evening is Greg Bluestein. He's a political reporter with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And he is going to be doing a series of questions for the candidates that are not only questions that he's come up with, but they're also questions that were put out by constituents in the 9th District when they reserved their ticket. And so there were approximately 45 questions that were submitted that he's going to be pulling from that evening to ask. And so we will be identifying those people who are in the audience when the question is asked so that they'll know it was their question and give the candidates the opportunity to answer them.
Well, let me ask you a question. As I spoke to somebody the other day that's obviously on your debate committee, and for the 9th District there, the majority, please, let's see, I hope I don't get this wrong. Is it 19 counties and a partial of 1 or 2? Is it 20 counties? What did I do right there or wrong?
So 20 counties make up the 9th District. Right. 17 of them are full counties.
That's okay.
3 of them are partial counties.
So we have 17 full counties and 3 partial. And where I want to go with that is the majority of the 9th District counties are what's considered rural Georgia counties, correct?
That is correct.
So my hope, and I'm for sure the debate committee has looked at it this way, my hope is that we can get some serious answers from these candidates and some good questions concerning rural Georgia.
Well, I can tell you, having reviewed the questions that were submitted, I think that you will find that those questions are very much in line with the views that we hold in the 9th District, and that they are good, solid questions. They're not questions of fluff. They are questions that ask about health care and transportation and telecommunication issues, things that dramatically impact us in the 9th District.
Well, I appreciate you very much, and we're going to be over there. And I got one more question for you before we go, because I know where you're at today. Before we go, I want to say this is a sold-out event, but you will have all the opportunities to watch this live at home, anywhere in the state, anywhere in the country you may be traveling, because it's not going to be a local broadcast, it's going to be internet. So if you're traveling over the holiday or you want to watch it at another time, we're going to have this thing live Saturday night. And White County Media, what's their website one more time?
It's www.whiteco.tv.
Whiteco.tv. And those young people are going to be a part of the process, and that is the high school media department there. Okay, you're at the Capitol. Sine Die. Why do you go down for Sine Die, in which we know, we've told you earlier, audience, Sine Die, this is at midnight tonight. It's either crossed over on both sides of the chambers there, and it gets signed tonight, voted in tonight, or it's over. Why are you down there today, Rebecca?
So for me, the biggest reason that I'm here today is the fact that both of my daughters, who are teenagers, are paging down here at the Capitol in the Senate side for Sine Die. It's a tradition that we started 5 years ago when they became old enough to do that. And it's a great opportunity for them to see the political process at work. I often say that if you want the best civics lessons in Georgia, you come down to the Capitol under the Gold Dome during session. Today's session will run till probably midnight, and they'll put in all those hours all day long. There's going to be a lot of bills that come before both the House and the Senate. We'll see what happens. As you know, they go back and forth all day long until those final hours. One thing you can rest assured about today, your House members and your Senate members are going to be hard at work all day long doing what's best for their citizens.
Well, you know, there's 2 days now. I have not, actually, I'm embarrassed to say I've not attended the last day of session, which is a madhouse till midnight. But I have sat in the chamber for several crossover days. So for Georgia legislative session, I think the 2 days that if you could put in your schedule is crossover and Sine Die. So
I agree wholeheartedly.
Well, enjoy your day. Be careful. Be careful. There may be a couple politicians there. And so proceed with caution. That's my joke of the day. Come on. All right. And tell State Senator Steve Gooch I said hello.
I will be happy to do that.
You do that for my good friend Steve. And we're going to see you Saturday night. We appreciate it. And what time? Now for anyone that's listening that has tickets, it starts at 5:30. What time's doors open? What time can...
Doors open at 4:30. Registration will go nice and smooth, so you won't have much of a wait. You'll come in. Seating is first come, first serve, as far as where seating is, since it's not reserved seating.
Well, you know, it's the world we live in, so is there any kind of security details that we need to put out as far as, you know, we're going to have 700 people, please don't bring... You know,
we do want to remind people that they don't need to bring any sort of signage with them. No signage will be allowed in the auditorium. Ladies can bring their purses. You know, we are Republicans, so it's a typical event. Just use some common sense.
There you go. Well, now I'm very cautious, so we're going to actually run this one with a little common sense. Okay. No, I understand all too well. That's the nicest way. Rebecca, you have a great day down at the Capitol. I know it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be memorable and a great, it's just going to be so memorable and a great lesson in life for those young ladies and something they'll never forget. We appreciate you taking the time to come on with us. We will see you Saturday, and we can't wait to be there.
We'll see you Saturday. Thank you for having me, Brian.
You're welcome. That is Saturday night, folks. Saturday night, and like I said, it's live streamed. We're going to run it live, but White County is going to run it live there. We'll have their website. And I love seeing the young people because I know Rebecca, and that's why I opened up. Since the day she is the first vice chair of the 9th Congressional District Republican Party. And you have heard me how many times on here? Yes, I have my opinions, and they may be controversial. But my number one, when you go to FYN, the website, and you start clicking on the counties and the election coverage, our number one goal is just to get you the most information to the voters to make your decision come election day. And I know that's what they really do with these debates. I have been a part of many with the 9th District, and I look forward to it. I've got 5 minutes.